What is up, YouTube? Quick little video here on how to take off your intake manifold on a 2008 Acura TL Type S. Take off all your covers, and you take off the manifold, the intake manifold that goes up here. It's being held on by like 12 bolts. It's pretty easy. Just take off all the bolts. Take them off. Once you take off all the bolts, just pry it with like a little plastic or a flathead screwdriver without damaging any aluminum or any seals. Pry it open, and when you pry it open, this thing right here is gonna be real dirty. So you just spray some carb cleaner all over it and clean it with a rag or a tissue. Make sure you get all that buildup that's in there. Make sure you get all that buildup, because throughout the years carbon builds up in here. So make sure you use premium gas for these cars. That's all I recommend for these cars, premium. Do a fuel injector cleaner every 3,000 miles. Just use good gas so you don't have to build up carbon. I do this. I did it now, and then I'm gonna do it again probably in another 2 years. Then you just spray some carb cleaner in these ports. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little holes. They're real small. And then what I do is I grab the tip of this carb cleaner and I poke it in there real quick like that, and I spray it real good. Just make sure it dries before you put everything back and turn the car on, because if not, it's gonna smoke a little bit, but it's gonna go through the exhaust. But yeah, just take off all the bolts, pry it open, make sure you check the seal. This one looks still good, so I'm not even gonna replace it. The reason I'm doing this is because since I've had this car, it keeps giving me the P0171, something like that. I think it's a system 2 lean, bank 1, system 2 lean, bank 2. I don't know what it is. I replaced the oxygen sensor because it told me it was, later on it got worse, and it told me it was bank 2 sensor 1. So this is bank 2 on this side, bank 1 is on that side. So after the system 2 lean, I kept driving the car like that. I was like, you know what? This car is giving me a headache. I don't know what's wrong with it. It drives good. So I kept putting premium gas. I kept putting fuel injector cleaners. And then the check engine light will go away. Then it'll come back on like a few weeks or a month later. It'll come back on. I'm like, what's going on? So later it got worse when I had four codes on the check engine. The 2 of them were system 2 lean, and then one of them was oxygen sensor. This one right here, bank 2 sensor 1. So I bought NTK, whatever they call these, the OEM. Went to AutoZone, bought it. It's easy. Get a little tool, take it out, put the new one on. Ever since I put it on, my check engine light went away. Then it came back on again with the same thing, system 2 lean, but no oxygen sensor code, thank God. Because if not, I spent money on the oxygen sensor for nothing. So then, what system 2 lean means is it could be a variety of things. It could be a vacuum leak. So what I did was I went to AutoZone and I bought me like a foot long of these hoses. So I replaced this vacuum line because it was kind of rusty and ugly looking. It's right here. It was ripping up. It had like holes. It had like a couple cracks. So I went and replaced that with this one. Then this one right here by the map sensor, this one was breaking apart too, so I went and replaced this one. Then I started looking around to see if I find any other vacuum lines or anything, because it says the code came up saying it could be a lot of things. It could be vacuum leak, it could be a clogged fuel injector, it could be a faulty fuel pump. What else? What else? What else? I cleaned my throttle body. I cleaned my map sensor. I replaced this boot because it had cracks in it. You know, I'm trying to figure out where this leak is coming from. So if anybody can comment down below if you have this problem, if you know about these cars, help me out, man, because I don't know what it is. I'm spending money on this car, and I know it's not a serious cold. It's just a vacuum leak. It's running rich. It says system too lean, so it could be running rich, which means the engine is compensating and giving it too much gas, or it can be running lean, which means not enough oxygen, not enough air. My air filter is brand new. I went to the Acura dealer and got an OEM one, thinking that was a problem. I had a K&N in here before, and I took it out thinking that was a problem. So then I went back with the OEM. What else? I did all the spark plugs. I replaced all 6 spark plugs with the OEM laser iridium NGK. I did all that. I bought a new PCV valve. Like basically everything you could do for this car, I did. I bought a brand new PCV valve from the Acura dealer. I replaced all the spark plugs, all of them. I replaced a few vacuum lines. I did a fuel injector cleaner at a shop. They put a special thing back here. It's like a fuel injector thing, and it cleans it all up. I did that. I cleaned my map sensor, which I don't have a code for that, but I cleaned it. I replaced the boot, replaced the filter, replaced the oxygen sensor. I don't see no other vacuum that's messed up that I need to replace. I checked real good. I don't know. So then I started thinking, could it be the EGR valve that's blocked, like clogged? So I don't think so, because I'm not getting that code. So then I went ahead, took off this intake manifold thing on the top, which is this, and it was real dirty. And then this right here, this flaps. This is like a flap. It's like a thing that I guess when the car turns on and you give it gas and you idle it or something, this thing right here moves like this. It goes. So I'm thinking, I don't know. I just cleaned it just in case. I don't know too much about this. So if anybody can help me out, so I just sprayed carb cleaner all through here, because this thing was disgusting, man. It's still dirty in here, but I don't want to spray nothing in here because I don't know if there's big holes that lead to the, to the intake, to the exhaust. So I don't want to spray nothing down there and then it starts smoking, whatever. I don't know. So if anybody can help me out, man. This turned out to be a quick video on how to clean this intake manifold thing, and it ended up being a, can you help me out, guys, with this problem? So I'll appreciate any feedback if you can help me out. It's a 2008 Acura TL Type S. My name is Cito Skills. So if you can help me out, I appreciate it. I took this off, cleaned it, cleaned everything else, changed spark plugs, cleaned my throttle body. I took this out, sprayed carb cleaner on this and cleaned it real good. That thing looks nice and brand new. Air filter. I don't know if there's any other vacuum lines down here that needs to be replaced. I checked, they look all good. So if anybody can help me out, I appreciate it, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish cleaning this up and then put it back together. But thanks, guys. Like if you want, comment, subscribe, and just let me know if you can help me out with this. Thanks.